Welcome back, everybody, to some more inFamous. Last time we had a really weird arm glitch, actually. Hopefully that doesn't continue. There we go. I've tied a toilet roll onto an old dressing gown to distract Chewie for this stream. The things I do to distract my dog while I stream. What a weird, weird life I live. Oh wow, and Twitch have changed their icon to be red. At least on iOS they have. Because Merry December, everybody. Today is December 1st, 2017. And instead of doing anything Christmassy, we're gonna be evil Cole. Because, well, you know, we got red. Look, it's all merry. Merry, Merry Christmas, mayhem, Merry, Merry December. We are destroying everything because it's red and Christmassy. See? This is Christmassy. It's December 1st. That just needs some snow. Perfect, right? Perfect. Oh, I'm being shot. See, that's Christmassy. Hey, Alex. How's it going? Oh my god, look at all these dustmen. So, few things to talk about in today's stream. Start with last night. About 2 or 3 hours after yesterday's Jet Set Radio stream, I got news that a film an ad I had edited, had won an award at the Royal Television Society, which was a huge honor. It's like amazing to have worked on something like that, but so well deserved because the team worked so hard on it, and I mean I did the edit and post-production animation and such on it, so it's just such an honor to do it. And it was about a 5-month process to get that, what is like quintessentially a minute-long ad made. And we got really lucky that the main actor in it, the guy who's addressing all the lines, is actually a fairly well-known actor on TV. I don't know him. I'm so dead. But my parents instantly knew who he was. So, there you go. Very nice guy on the day. Very pleasant. And, yeah, I mean, they filmed for a couple of days, and I got to go to set on the second day. It's very rare as an editor that you get... Oh my god, the microphone is in like a great place. I feel like I'm on a radio show. I usually have the microphone to the side of me. I've just died twice. This is the most deaths in one episode ever. And I'm just tangenting, bouncing around different topics like a madman. The mic is directly in my face. Yeah, I should every stream I'll be like, hey everyone, this is the award-winning Matt. I'll say that's the start of my streams all the time now. Well, I was award nominated before because the Minecraft book I wrote, the official Minecraft construction handbook, was nominated for Children's Book of the Year. So I was nominated. Now I'm award winning, which is, you know, a huge honor. And then, you know, to celebrate that it's December 1st and playing inFamous, not because we still need to finish this and move on to inFamous 2 or anything. I think there's 2 more streams left of this game. I think. It'll be roughly 2, I think. Let's not die this time. Oh, well, I missed that. We'll go back for that blast call later. And today, I've had about 4 or 5 hours sleep, so I'm not running on my usual amount of fuel. Fuel? Yeah, that makes sense. Sleep fuel, as usual. But I got up and I finished working on another source filmmaker piece called Orders, which shows Commander Cody from the Clone Wars receiving Order 66, an Imperial Stormtrooper receiving orders from Darth Vader, and a First Order Trooper receiving orders from Kylo Ren. Now, one of my original ideas for that piece was to do 3 separate images, 3 separate scenes, and I ended up just comping them, like positioning all the characters and posing them all next to each other, and it just looked so good. I had to do it in one scene. And then obviously they're all got holograms featuring those characters, and that was a lot of fun to do that one. probably say about 4 or 5 hours working it. It's such a huge amount of work for like just a simple image. But the reason that one took me so long is I painted all of the textures for Commander Cody because he wasn't an available character I could use. So I painted all the textures for him before I even rendered the image. So I was using a lot of reference images, like the sideshow statue of Commander Cody I used, and then a bunch of references from, obviously, Return of the Sith, Revenge of the Sith, Episode 3, which he appears in that state.
Alden's tearing across that bridge, heading for the historic district. Stop him before he reaches the other side.
And of course, there's lens flares in it. And I love lens flares, because I am secretly J.J. Abrams. I am the ginger version of J.J. Abrams. And other than that, I am about 20 hours into Xenoblade Chronicles 2 now. I remember this scene. I remember this scene. It's pretty awesome. Like,
Cole, what the
all
hell
the
is
fire.
going on? There's something wrong with your phone. Every time I try and call you, I get disconnected.
How did you get through this time?
Tech support for you, Moya. Figure it out yourself later.
What else? Yeah, so Xenoblade Chronicles 2, loving that. Still in Chapter 3, but I'm doing so many side quests. I don't want to rush through it too much because I need a game to play to distract me on the 14th of December, so I'm hoping I'm still plowing through that game or doing post-game stuff by that point. Because if people don't know, 14th of December, which is now 13 days away, is the release of Star Wars The Last Jedi. And my tickets aren't until 6:30 at night. For 2 reasons. Mostly one reason, and he's called Chewie. I can't leave him, and I don't like leaving him, and it's going to be like, I'm going to be gone for like nearly 5 hours because the movie's really long by itself. So I'm just going to, oh god, I'm just going to wait for my parents to be able to look after him after they've finished work, and then Alden is throwing cars at us, and then I'm going to the 6:30 showing, so I'll have to go on public transport. Which will be fun. I'm very excited for it, but I am just going to avoid the internet because spoilers. I don't want to go anywhere near spoilers. Usually I would go really early. Like I would go see Star Wars at like the first showing of the day. Like not midnight, but like the first daytime showing. So like usually like 11 a.m. But yeah, I have a dog who is named after Star Wars, and I can't leave him by himself, so not for that long anyway. Apologies for the cough. I'm just dying really badly. I don't know what BO2 is. I'm gonna assume it's Black Ops 2, and I've never played Black Ops 2. The last Call of Duty, well, the last Call of Duty game from that generation I played was Modern Warfare 2. I didn't even play Black Ops 1. But I recently played... What was the one that came out last year? Was it Advanced Warfare or Infinite? Either or. I really liked that one. But I'm not a big Call of Duty player. I don't like competitive. I'm not competitive at all as a person, so I don't really like competitive multiplayer. The most multiplayer-ish game I play it will be like Halo, and that I'll play like CTF, and what I'll do is I'll just be the guy who runs for the flag. Like I won't do like any actual important shooting. I'll just be the flag carrier, which I'm not bad at. And like when we play like Rock Band or Guitar Hero, I'm always the one singing because it's the least important. And also I like making people's ears bleed by having to listen to me sing. It's a great ability to have. I've heard people tell me that Black Ops 1 and 2 are incredible single-player games, though. Like, supposedly they're some of the best... oh, I'm so dead. Oh, some of the best... like Call of Duty campaigns, so I am interested in playing them. The last one I remember liking from that era was Modern Warfare 1. The section where you're in, is it Chernobyl or Russia, and you're going past like all the you're in ghillie suits. That section is so good. But like I said, I haven't played. What's this? Don't know what this is. I haven't played a Call of Duty in a while, and the most recent one I played was the one that came out last year, and that was the first time I'd played a Call of Duty in forever. I don't know where to go from here. Kinda stuck. Kinda thinking I have to climb that. Yep. I'm going to be playing inFamous 2 after I finish this game, actually. Sometime later this month. Oh, God! inFamous 2 is great. I'm going to be doing an evil playthrough of that, too. That's probably the one I'm most excited about, because I really like how they mixed the combat up in that game. For better and for worse. I feel like it's aged better than this game, even though I probably like this one more. I think inFamous 2 is just aged a little better. Where the hell do I go now? Oh, I'll get some XP for disabling the turrets, I guess. Why didn't they make this electricity red? That's my question. Why are some of them stuck to being blue? I can't remember what I was talking about now before I went on my slight rant about Call of Duty. It's not really a rant. I watch a guy on YouTube called Kevin. He does like a bunch of videos, and he was recently playing... Actually, I watched another video as well where they replayed through them, but they were playing the Call of Duty games on Wii, which I didn't even know existed. And they're surprisingly decent. Like, they're like well made, and while the Wii controls aren't amazing, they're surprisingly good for Call of Duty.
You won't stop me. No
They
one
probably
will.
sold pretty well as well, because the Wii sold like way too many units for any reason.
Alden, this ends now.
Oh god. Oh god. He looks like a grumpy robot.
Shit.
Yeah, that's my thought too.
This is what my father wanted. Me, governing all that I could see. My destiny will be fulfilled. You're like Kessler, craving what doesn't belong to you. None of you understand, see the truth, but I do. I see it all.
So is this a boss fight? I guess so. Well, he did just take a rocket to the face, so that sound was warranted. Oh my god, there's so many of these things. Oh, he's back up. Good. Oh, bullets! Bullets! So every other streamer and their mother, literally every other streamer and their mother right now, is streaming like either holiday themed, as in merry themed, as in Christmas, or just streaming for charities or things like that, which is obviously a very, very good thing to do. But then there's like people like me who's just here playing inFamous, trying to think of excuses of why it can be merry because I have red electricity. Hey, the charity streamers are great though. I mean, the amount of money they make, like if you added all charity streamers together every single year.
Some serious issues, you know that?
I'm dead. If you added up all of the money every single charity streamer made during this time of the year, not made as in personally, but made for charity, as in they raised for charity, I think it would be like an insane amount of money. Wow. I need to get into cover. I'm on fire. Okay, maybe don't get into cover until he starts shooting like a madman. Alright, he's shooting like a madman. Get into cover. Alright, now I can step out. Oh god, I'm on fire again. Wow. So I'm doing really bad at this part. Maybe I should just try to like rocket him until Oblivion. Not Elder Scrolls Oblivion though. I should scroll a stream game is what I was about to say. I should stream an Elder Scrolls game at some point. Maybe Morrowind. Morrowind might be fun actually. Just see me do terribly at that.
That whore and your thief of a friend. All of you.
That's probably the thumbnail image right there.
Seemed like a threat to anyone. Just some old guy howling about how Kessler had stolen his first son's birthright. Then he changed his tone. Claimed he wanted to work with me to get revenge, to join forces and kill Kessler. Guy must have felt my hesitation, because in that moment of indecision, he jumped. No normal man could have survived that fall, but Alden's a conduit. Same rules don't apply. Either way, this thing's coming to a head. My enemies are all gathered here in the historic district. Kessler's preparing them for the final battle. Yeah, this is the finish line. Just wish I wasn't crossing it alone.
And this is the finish line. Well, a little bit. Still got a long way to go. That's our first sighting of a first son. New enemy this late in the game. So, there's still a side quest I have to do here that hasn't appeared yet, and another one up here. Once we've done those two, that'll be the second island finished. And then the third island, sorry, is quite small. It's smaller than the others, so everything's a little bit more condensed. So we're gonna go do Rampage, I think. And the comic book cutscenes are the best. Are you not a fan of comics? Wow. I've been reading comics since I was about 8 or 9. Maybe that's why I like them even more so. If anyone ever wonders what my favorite comic book is, it's the Ultimate Spider-Man series. Which some people get confused by. Why do I like that one so much? There's so many things they do in it to change Peter Parker's story that I just love. For example, this isn't like a spoiler or anything, a little bit. That Venom in the Ultimate Universe isn't some parasite from outer space. It's actually Peter Parker's dad was working on a cure for cancer, and that's what becomes Venom in the Ultimate Universe. And I think that's a way cooler thing than trying to introduce like aliens and stuff to a very street level superhero that is Spider-Man. It's a great story. I think they adapted. Oh no, they filled in. There's an Ultimate Spider-Man game, and I think that fills in some of the story gap between some of the comics as well. I remember playing it a long time ago. Right, let's do Rampage.
The first sons like to play rough, but we'll show them. Aye, yes.
Oh god, I'm dying.
Only shall my love destroy all that you see.
I mean, I have no health. Oh, there's a Reaper. I was about to shoot him. I forgot the Reapers are on our sides when we're doing these missions. Where are we going? We're shooting a mine? What are we doing? What? Why is it over here now? Alright, here we go. There's the start of the Rampage. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about some of these explosions? Oh, that's a good guy. Oh god, things are getting crazy. Things are getting really crazy. I don't really know what's happening anymore. Oh god, I said I was going to cause mayhem. This is kind of the mayhem I expected, I guess. Right. which button is the shield. I don't know which button shield is. Isn't it this button? There we go. You're just gonna not be holding it down, I see. Right, go! Palpatine powers! Go, activate! I think I killed everyone. Oh no, these guys are still alive. Well, they're not anymore. Man, destroying things in this game is fun. It reminds me of like the old Burnout games where you have to just destroy everything. It's so fun. Yeah, in these areas before the power's turned back on, where everything's dull and there's no lights, the game is super black and white with red. It reminds me of a game called The Sabotage, or Saboteur, which was the last game by... Oh, I should know this. It's a French game. Well, it's not a French game, but you're in France, and it's during World War II. It's called The Saboteur. The Saboteur. The last game of Pandemic Games, yeah, before EA shut them down. And what would happen is, I think the more every area you saved from Nazi control, it would become color. But every other area was like black and white. It was really cool. I should stream that at some point. This guy's still alive. We can violate him. These guys have got a really cool design, the first ones. These like really Victorian-looking gas masks. It's really kind of interesting. Right. So we've done that. Let's do med drop next. Just gonna do a couple of side quests before we carry on with the story. It's usually how I like playing. All right, Jesus.
Take him down!
Feds dropped some more medical supplies, but they landed on that roof. Could you knock them down?
Sure. Thought that car was gonna run me over. I guess we're gonna do more substations here. Is the substation here where we get Ionic Storm? It must be, right? Because we don't have it yet. I think that's the name of it. It's a bit like the super ability, like the overpowered superpower. That's a dead drop too. We should go get that. Where's this crate? Here's the crate. Here you go. Bye-bye. How did he survive that? Those gas masks are saving them from electric shocks to the head. Well, not that time. Show me the drugs! Oh wait, tell me where the drugs are. I don't remember the Batman quote. But it was at the edge of a ledge, and it was in darkness. Reminded me of Batman. Specifically, Batman Begins. The underrated movie of that trilogy, in my opinion. I think Batman Begins suffers a little bit from super villain overload, but I don't think it's necessarily in a bad way in that movie. I almost said game. See, like, if you compare it to something like Spider-Man 3, which has an overload of villains in it, unnecessarily so, and it doesn't really know who to focus on, and then compare that to, just even say compare that to Dark Knight. Now, Dark Knight is mostly just focused on the Joker, with a little bit of other things hinted at and played with, and you see the Scarecrow at the beginning, little things like that. But mostly just the one. And then I think the Dark Knight Rises kind of fails again at that because it's too much. Yeah, it's just too many villains come into it. Even though the focus is Bane, there's a lot of other stuff going on in that.
Tate's primary goal was to use the technology of the time to unlock the true power of mentalists.
I'll continue once this is finished.
Technologies, particularly the work of Edison, could be used to enhance the group's mental powers.
Okay, so then the other thing is with Batman Begins, is that movie has one main focus villain, but then technically it has two, because you have Ra's al Ghul, Liam Neeson, and you have Scarecrow, but then you technically have the mob or the mafia too, because they're involved in a lot. So it just gets really confusing and really messy in Batman Begins because there's so many. But that said, I don't think that mess made for necessarily a bad movie because it was such a well-handled mess. It's a weird way to compliment Chris Nolan, I know. But I think the way he managed to handle it in Batman Begins is way better than he handled it in Dark Knight Rises. But I think that's one of the reasons why The Dark Knight did so well, is because you only focus really on the Joker. I'm being shot from a lot of sides. And The Dark Knight is one of those like timeless movies. I think it's great. My favorite Chris Nolan movie is probably Interstellar, though, which might be a controversial opinion. But the music in that movie just alone is incredible. Also, they used one of my favorite poems, and now I'm blanking on its name, but they go gentle into that Dark Knight. Oh, that good night. Rise. Oh, Rage. Rage against the dying of the light. It would be good if I could remember a poem I like. Clearly I don't like it that much, but it's a poem I know, and I don't know many, and I like it a lot. And, I don't know, Matthew McConaughey is great in that film. I think the concept of time and space and wormholes is really fascinating, and the way Chris Nolan deals with it is really, really good. Yeah, I think it's great. I honestly really like Interstellar. More than Dark Knight, which is rare because I love comic book movies, but I just got more of a visceral reaction out of Interstellar. I think... Oh god. If I had to rate them, I would give, like, Interstellar, like, a 98.5, and, like, The Dark Knight would be, like, a 98.4. It's like they're so both bloody good films. Like, Chris Nolan knows what he's doing. Still not seen Dunkirk though. That's a really good point. I need to buy the Blu-ray of that. But yeah, still not seen Dunkirk. I've only just recently seen Wonder Woman. I saw Wonder Woman, the standalone movie, after I saw Justice League, and so that was good. Kind of spoiled it for me, but hey, great movie. I really enjoyed Wonder Woman. I liked Wonder Woman more than Justice League even. It's a way better told story, actually, Wonder Woman. Did the crate make it to the ground? I guess not. Right, there should be one more then. It says it's right here. Oh, there it is. I think I just pushed it through the level. Jesus. Cool. That is another one done. And then if there's one just around the island to the other section, that'd be good. Medical clinic is very useful. It means I can respawn here now. Private property. Let's go there. What other movies have I watched recently? Just been rewatching a lot. I rewatched Spider-Man Homecoming recently, which I love that film. Again, it only deals with one villain, and in a really like contained, controlled way, which is surprising from a movie that Sony had their hand in, because Sony just like to add a million villains into things. I think they do it for merchandising, personally. I think that's probably one of the reasons why they do it. But I think it's stronger when it is just about either a villain and his cronies, or just a singular villain. And why I say a villain or his cronies is, look at something like the first Avengers. Like, Loki is a threat in that movie, but he isn't ever really doing anything. It's all of the Chitauri, the race he kind of commands in that movie, that are doing a lot of the destruction. And the same probably will be for Infinity War, Avengers Infinity War. Like Thanos. I think it's Thanos. Will you know, be there doing a lot of really cool stuff, no doubt. But the Black Order, his like following, will probably be doing a lot of the grunt work to begin with, which is going to be really cool as well. The Black Order are fairly new. I don't know them personally. Haven't been in any of the stories I've read. So I think they're from like Annihilation or one of the newer kind of Marvel events. I died. So what happens? I'm just talking too much about superhero movies, but it's just on my mind right now. But then, yeah, so then there are some other movies which just suffer from... I think it's a really interesting topic, actually. The idea of the superhero movies that suffer from too much... like, they're just jam-packed with villains, so too much villainy. And Spider-Man 3 is the always one I go to because of Sandman, Venom, and Green Goblin. Like, Venom deserved to be the only one in that. But, interestingly, Sam Raimi didn't know much about Venom, I don't think. And actually wanted it to just be a Sandman villain thing, which I think is fine. And then Spider-Man 4 was going to be a Vulture movie, which I think, again, is cool. But I think we really could do with a contained Venom movie, and we're getting one, but I just don't know how I feel about what they're doing. I need to see more about it. There's an injured... What's this? Injured people.
Looks like that guy took a real beating while trying to defend his locker. I could heal him, or I could just grab his shards and take off.
True.
Like he can stop me.
My calendar still says November. My calendar, then I'm looking directly at my Zelda calendar. Oh my god. They weren't blast shards, it was a bomb. He blew me up.
Damn thing was rigged.
He blew me up. Oh, truly infamous. We got a trophy. Hey, would you look at that? Is that because we've got our evil meter all the way to... It probably is. Let's go have a look. It's very rare we get trophies. I don't think we've got any trophies in Ratchet & Clank. I think Ratchet & Clank Future Tools of Destruction came out before trophies were a thing. Because if you remember, originally when the PS3 first launched, trophies weren't a thing yet. If I'm not misremembering, I'm pretty sure the first trophy started being rolled out like in the year 2 or late year 1 of the PS3's life cycle. Again, I could be wrong. I could be misremembering trophies, but I'm pretty sure it didn't launch with them. And they take forever to load. They literally take forever to load. And are we there? Finally. So what did we just get? Very infamous or something. What was it? It was a silver trophy, I know that. Truly infamous. Reach full negative karma. And look at that. On the 29th of May, 2009, I got reach full positive karma. Look at this. And we got all of these, Cool. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Ratchet & Clank doesn't have trophies, because none of them have popped up, and I've never finished that game. And I can't do anything, so we're locked in this screen right now waiting for it to load. This is the 30-minute break. Not that this break that we're having right now is going to be 30 minutes, just that we're 30 minutes in. Oh, Joe Danger is on this list. Joe Danger, a very interesting game which I always wanted to play more of. Made by Hello Games. So they made a little game about Joe Danger riding his motorcycle, riding over ramps, and then they decided, we're going to make a giant simulation of a galaxy called No Man's Sky. We all know how that went. And now I'm just patiently waiting for this to either finish loading. I can't actually press back. I can't do anything right now. This is the PS3 trophy system, and I have a lot of games, which is probably why it's not doing too well. Oh, there we go. Right. Let's go down to R for Ratchet and Clank. Oh, Okami is on here. This is more proof. The only other time I've ever tried playing Okami was in the PS3 version, and I got 0% because I couldn't get into it. But I'm going to force myself to like that game. And by like, I mean I'm going to force myself to play it. And that's going to be on the re-release in a couple of days, actually. It's next week, I think. So we need to finish Jet Set Radio. So that's what's going to replace it. So yeah, it looks like Future Tools of Destruction and Future Quest for Booty don't have trophies, but A Crack in Time does. And I'm assuming Into the Nexus will as well. And then the original Ratchet and Clank that got re-released, and the one on PS4, which I never finished, but I really liked. Thought it was pretty good. Anyway, enough of looking at my trophies. That was a boring 3-minute escapade. It felt like 12 minutes. Let's go do story. Hopefully it means we'll go to another substation or something. Oh, let's check powers. I think I'm gonna do it. I did it. I pulled the trigger on the most expensive thing you can buy in the menu. Yeah, by far the most expensive thing. I think next we'll probably get health. Yeah, this. Oh, we've already done it. Interesting. Maybe we'll do Polarity Wall. Because I'd like Polarity Wall, I just forget to use it.
Now that Alden's out of the way, it's time to move against Kessler. Strategically, though, he's got you pinned in the historic district. Head over to the 19th Street drawbridge and open it. That way you have an out in case things go haywire. 20 seconds.
Where are you gonna be?
I'll be there when you need me. 5 seconds.
Heard that one before.
Okay. So we're going to lower the drawbridge so we can cross back to the second island, which is good because I'm hoping doing that will unlock those final 2 side missions we need to do over there. Just annoyingly, they're at the polar opposites of that island. And it looks like this district I'm in actually does have power. Obviously signified by... Let me go to the map. This yellow line. Oh no, the yellow line is my territory. The red lines are powered but enemy territory. And then this dim area is non-powered. So I guess there's just one substation left. And I guess that will be Ionic Storm. If that's what it is actually called. Hey, look. It's a TV. TVs explode. It's true. Do I need to charge this up, don't I? Oh, that bridge is beaten up. Is this the bridge we originally crossed at the very start of the game?
Our time together is drawing to a close, Cole. And I fear that you're still not ready
Kessler?
to face what is coming. So I've decided to accelerate things. Evolve or die, as they say.
Uh-oh.
Shall we begin?
See, you've got to aim for the dude in the middle of this. Which is easier said than done. There he is.
I know what Trish means to you, Cole. How much you love her. But we all have our part to play. Even her. And that's why she's sitting here next to me. I planted a series of bombs across the city, and each is on a timer. Failed to disarm any of them before they detonate. And she dies.
Is this the plot of The Dark Knight?
I've engaged the timer on the first bomb. You don't have much time.
This is the plot of The Dark Knight. We've got to disarm bombs. Oh well, I guess it's not. We're not choosing between Harvey or how do I disarm it? Do I drain it? Maybe that was it. Oh! There's a conduit. Palpatine powers activate! This isn't going well. This is going poorly. Ah! Run away! I'm so dead. These conduits are so brutal. And my Palpatine powers aren't lasting very long. Or doing as much damage as I would have hoped. Whew. Yeah, so that was easier said than done. Look at that new power. They just blow up as soon as I, like, shoot anywhere near their head.
2 more people alive because of you, Cole. Someone's brother, sister. The next bomb is armed.
I mean, this isn't... We can't get all of these. I can't remember what happens with the story here, but we're not going to get all of these, are we? I just have a feeling. Just up here. I see it.
I don't expect you to understand any of this, Cole. Not yet, anyway. But someday
What is this turret doing?
you'll thank me. Of that, I am certain.
I shot the prisoners. Where am I now? That's miles away. I gotta take that turret down.
That's 5 people now. 5 people that will see another sunrise. But I wonder, did you save them because it was the right thing to do? Or because you're trying to protect Trish?
Oh, conduit. You stay alive?
I've
Good.
started
By
the
leech.
timer on the next bomb.
Is this across the park? It's in the park. Oh, I see it. Go and tree climbing. That's my way of pronouncing tree climbing. Kree climbing. The Kree are an alien race in the Marvel Universe, going to be introduced in the soon-to-be-released Captain Marvel movie, which is going to be second in the chronology of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, weirdly, right? So, Captain America, the first Avenger, that movie took place World War II, and every other movie after that has been taking place in the present day, from Iron Man onwards. And what's interesting is we're going to get a movie about the Marvel Universe in the 90s. Well, actually, I suppose the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy is also, like, what's in the 80s? Late 80s? But, yeah, the Captain Marvel movie is gonna be taking place in the 90s, which is gonna be cool. I was talking about charity streams not long ago. I was saying about how everyone's been like all merry and Christmassy and doing nice things for charity, and I'm here being an evil supervillain, killing everybody. with my red lightning powers. I even sung a song at the beginning all about how this game is very Christmassy and merry because it's red. Yep. That's the only connection I could make.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. The final bomb is counting down. And it comes down to this, your final test. From one roof hangs Trish, the love of your life. From the other, 6 doctors. Think of all the good they'll be able to do, the thousands of lives they'll save. Which is more important, Cole? The life of one, or the lives of many?
Gotta choose between the one we love
Bombs are attached to each
or
platform.
the 6.
You have time to save one, but not both. Choose.
Right. What is the evil choice here? The selfish choice is saving... It's an evil playthrough, so the evil choice must be to choose Trish, right? And the good choice would be to save the 6 doctors. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what the selfish choice is, because we're evil. So it must be to save Trish, who's right there, right? I actually don't see her. Is that her right there? Yeah. How about we kill all of them while they're hanging there? That's the truly evil. 30 seconds! He's counting down! He's counting down! Oh.
I'm disappointed, Cole. Very disappointed. I expected more from you. Thought you'd be able to set aside your selfishness. See the big picture.
I did just panic a little bit there.
Looks like I was wrong.
Get me out of this!
It's not Trish.
Trish!
She was one of the 6 doctors.
Time slowed down as Trish fell. All my powers, and I couldn't do a thing. For a second, she sprung to life. Just long enough to say that she was ashamed of what I'd become. That God had given me these powers and I'd squandered them, hurting others and thinking only of myself. I buried her in the park alongside others who died since the blast. Kessler's gonna pay for this. I'm gonna find that sick bastard, and I'm gonna kill him.
I love this game. It's so good. Day 20.
I saw what Kessler put you through. Hell of a thing. Every minute that mad dog walks the planet, all of our lives are at risk. 75 seconds.
Where the hell were you? If you'd only helped out, Trish might still be alive.
Nothing I could do. She was dead the second Kessler got his claws on her. 51 seconds.
Spare me that crap. You just didn't want to put your neck on the line.
Expose myself to save one person? I don't think so. But I can help you get some payback. The power grid on the southern half of this island never got updated, so it still uses the old external substations. Turn on all 3 and you restore power to the rest of the island. 15 seconds.
And give myself a new power in the process.
Exactly.
Okay. Still doesn't look like we have these side missions yet, which is strange. Maybe it's when we power on this final substation. Let's do these last 2. Oh, we got Paranoia and Counter Surveillance. Let's do Paranoia, and then we'll do Counter Surveillance, then we'll go ahead and do that. Then hopefully we can do those final couple of side missions on the main island. I definitely think there's only one stream left of this game, because I'm now starting to remember how far we are from the ending, and it's not that far. So yeah, I definitely think we are getting pretty close now to the end of the game. There's one stream going to be left for this and one stream left for Ratchet & Clank. Well, Ratchet & Clank's finale is tomorrow. Tools of
This part
Destruction.
freaks me out. There are invisible guys stalking around. I'm sure of it.
There are invisible guys. What? Jesus! They've got shotguns! I don't know where the other ones are, so I'm gonna die real quick here. Oh, I see. Oh, God. I saw one. Where did he go? Oh, God! They're just shooting me and I can't even stand up!
This part freaks me out. There are invisible guys stalking around. I'm sure of it.
There we go. That's 25% of this island already. You can see there's not a lot left for us to do. We're coming very close to the end of this game. And the more I'm realizing, that either we're going to finish it tonight or the next stream, like the final stream is probably only going to be about an hour long. But hey, we'll see. I don't really want to finish it tonight. I'd rather do all the final things and leave the finale for like its own kind of stream. But we are very close. More than I thought.
The First Sons planted surveillance devices on my building. I don't want them spying on me. Destroy that stuff.
Okay. Will do. Will do, dude. Will do. Right. Where is this building? It's this building here. We haven't done a counter surveillance in a while. This could be the very last counter surveillance mission in the game. Or there's more likely. There's probably more. What am I saying? Game loves these. Thought I saw 2 on this side. Oh, there's the other one. And another one. And there we go. We have 4. There's only 8 on this building, which is a fairly easy, considering like some of the ones I've done are like been 13. I see another one. Although this building is kind of big. I don't know if this all counts as well, like all down here. I just saw one below, so it definitely counts. It's crazy how close we are to the end of this game. I didn't realize really until that moment with Trish how close we are to the end of the game. I thought that was much later that happened, but me thinking that makes me think, oh, so then we are really close to the end of the game. There is not much left if that's just happened. And I can't actually remember what happened in my Good Karma playthrough. It was I definitely saved the doctors, which obviously Trish was one of them. Unless the game plays a switcheroo and if you're good, Trish is the one being held on the building by herself, and if you're bad, she's one of the doctors. I'm not sure. Maybe that's what it does. I can't quite remember. I don't see any there. There's got to be one here. Around here? I've already been on this side. Everyone shooting me is getting a little annoying. see? Right, this is always the last surveillance thing on these buildings that I can never find. Yo! Stop shooting me. I love having that ability just to instantly trigger people's explosions. All you gotta do is aim for the head. Like that. It's just so awesome. I mean, it's a very expensive ability. Arguably too expensive, but... I don't see another red, flashy, blinky light. No, there it's right there. God damn it. It's always the really obvious ones that I never see. And I think that's all the side quests we can do. Without progressing, it is. Oh no. We got one more hidden package. Oh. Great. These are either really easy or really hard. Ah! What was that? Oh my god! Run! There's so many of them!
Should be easy to find.
Oh, that's the tower block from the start of the game. So we must be really close to that then. I called it a tower block. I meant car park. Parking garage, as they would say in America. This is a parking garage. I don't know why we speak like this. This sounds far too British. But it's a parking garage. Well, that's the parking garage right there. That's actually where we started the game. So this area right here is the very, very start of the game. It's where the blast happens. I like that they don't start you in that area and it's like a slow, kind of methodical reveal. It's got to be in... Oh, grenade! Where the hell am I meant to find this thing? Oh, it's like below here. Like down here somewhere? Yes, here. There we go. That's another side quest done. And that puts us 33%. Let's go do Vengeance, which will allow us to unlock another ability, which I'm pretty sure is going to be Ionic Storm, which, if it is called that, I've said this a few times now, I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited about it. It's crazy to be back here. I thought I had a power and I didn't have a power. I don't have any electricity right now. Oh my god, there's so many of them. This is mayhem right now. Oh, this is gonna blow up. There we go. Wait, who shoot me now? I'm nearly dead, don't shoot me. I have the high ground, Anakin. Okay. We're gonna take out this turret. It's on the back of a vehicle too. They're the hardest to take out. Oh no! Fly! Fly, you fool! Okay. Clearly not going too well right now. There's another turret. And some normal enemies which we can take out. Oh, maybe not. We can see the crater. This is where we were delivering the package at the very start of the game. And the glass core. What was it called? Ray sphere went off and gave us our powers. I like how all the buildings are just like toppled in. Look, it's so cool. I don't think I'm gonna be able to take this guy out. Oh my god. What a shot. I impress myself sometimes. Bad joke of the day. Hey, well, you know. If you were nicknamed Ground in school, I can see that joke making sense. Can you imagine your nickname is Ground? How are you doing today, Ground? God, that's an embarrassing name, isn't it? At least your parents didn't call you that. Oh, turret! Oh, man, I'm so dead. I'm actually dead right now. I'm hiding in a bush shelter. That was really close. Once I have health back, I'm going to make a dash for that manhole cover. Go! Game, go, 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 go! Oh, instantly they're attacking me. Cool. We haven't done one of these substations in a while. And this is the final one of the game. I feel like we've come a long way since the very first stream. What part is this now? 6? This must be part 6. I think I originally said there would be 5 or 6 parts, and it's going to end up being 7, I think. Here we go. The final power of inFamous 1. I've been talking about it all stream, so it's not that big of a, you know, reveal. Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. That's correct. Lightning Storm is what it's called in this game, I guess. Is Ionic Storm what it's called in inFamous 2, maybe? Oh no! It's like the tornado from Ratchet & Clank. It's 6-axis controlled. Of course it is. Oh, I can't use it inside.
Outside for it to work.
Well, they recorded a line of dialogue for that. Cole did. No. Cole already knows Thundershock. He learnt Thunder. He's a Raichu now. He's OP. You start the game as an egg, and then you hatch into a Pichu, and your friendship with Zeke grows. You can become a Pikachu, and then someone throws a rock at your head that they've nicknamed a Thunderstone, and there you go. You become this version of Cole. I don't have an advent calendar. I had one last year, but that's just because my boss at work liked giving us very weirdly expensive advent calendars. Although I don't know if it was the expensive one was last year or the year before that. But it was really good chocolate. Like, I usually hate advent calendar chocolate because it's gross. It doesn't taste right. But this was like proper good chocolate. What can we do it? This way. But I do need to change my actual calendar over to December. Because it's November right now. Uh-oh. Oh, good. We get to use Lightning Storm. Oh, wait, you gotta hold it?
Yeah, fry
you have to hold it. Well, it's only December 1st, so I still have a few hours to change it over to December. Oh my god, I love the Ionic Storm. I'm going to keep calling it Ionic Storm, even though it's just called Lightning Storm. It's so OP. Someone behind me is shooting me.
Cole, we need to talk. I know what John's been telling you.
I got nothing to say to you, Moya. You've lied to me from the very beginning.
I didn't have any other choice. I had to make myself appear sympathetic, get you to help me. The ring sphere can't fall into the wrong hands.
So what was your real plan? I find John in the sphere, and then you take them and leave me to the wolves?
I would have done everything I could to get you out of there.
Goodbye, Moya.
It's harsh. Oh god, I didn't see these guys. Oh, oh god, I'm out of electricity. Okay. We need to bio-leech hopefully without being killed. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, I said at the start of the stream the Twitch app on my phone is now red, not purple. And I guess that's to be merry. So I hate it. Bah humbug! No, I kid. I think it's actually pretty cool. Shoot me from? Oh, here. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so dead. Can I recharge this? Nope. Alright, we're gonna have to buy a leech. I wonder what happens if you play this game neutral. So you switch between good and evil for every choice. Oh man, that storm is not killing that turret.
Those substations are old, so they're gonna come online in fits and starts. You're gonna have to defend each one until it powers up.
Okay, things just got very explosive very quickly there.
Need more time. Still powering up.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
You bastards.
Cole said what I was thinking.
Those substations are old, so they're gonna come online in fits and starts. You're gonna have to defend each one until it powers up.
Alright, here we go. Lightning storm! Chewie's barking at the lightning storm! Here we go! It's all crazy now! Woohoo! That was really oddly good timing, Chewie. You started barking right as I lightning stormed. When did you get good at timing? Yeah?
Need more time. Still powering
We just
up.
got a delivery at 7 PM. That's what he's barking at. I know. You did it. You started barking again when I did the lightning storm. It's weird time. Really weird timing. Man, lightning storm is so awesome.
Almost powered up.
I do wish it was called Ionic Storm, because it's what I keep calling it for now.
That one's good to go.
Alright then. Next substation we go.
So how much did Moya know about me? 52 seconds.
Hell if I know. Is it really that important?
She works for a different agency and knew I was undercover. That means the NSA has been compromised, that someone is outing agents. Our entire national security apparatus could be exposed. 29 seconds.
Listen, I really don't give a rip either way. It's not my problem if your cover is blown.
Seeing lots of enemy movement in your area. Get ready for a fight.
Here we go. Oh, I always forget to hold down on the D-pad. Die. Where are these guys coming from?
Still powering up.
In here?
Just a bit longer.
Such an awesome power. Can you imagine just being able to call lightning out of the sky? What are you the god of again? That was my Thor Ragnarok quote. Yeah, for good measure.
I saw what you did for Trish. Believe it or not, I know how hard it is to bury someone you love. Especially someone as special as Trish.
I'm gonna kill you, Kessler. I'm gonna tear you apart, piece by piece.
Yes, you probably will. In fact, I hope you do. I've been at this for a very long time now. And I'm tired. Worn out. Won't be much longer now.
Kessler is such an interesting character. Like, he just comes across to start with as just the evil dude, but there's many layers to him.
Really hard. Defend that substation, Cole.
Okay, here we go. Jesus. You're tearing me apart, Lisa! Hey, The Room. Man, I really want to see, what's it called? I've forgotten the name of the movie. Let's just come out. About The Room. Hi, Mark. That's not the name of the movie. But I really want to see that. I think it's just come out this week. James Franco and Seth Rogen's new film. Disasterized, that's the one. Trailers look hilarious. And James Franco oddly just became Tommy. Like, I don't know how he did it. He's transformed to become... Oh, hi, doggy. He's just become Tommy. I don't know how he did it. He got like the accent and the voice down like perfectly.
Time, still powering up.
I really like the edit of the end of The Force Awakens that someone did, where they CG'd like Tommy over where Rey was, and then Luke turns around, obviously Mark Hamill, and you just hear, "Oh, hi, Mark." It's got like the big, like orchestral swelling music of Star Wars, and you just see that. It's such a good edit. Tommy Wiseau in Star Wars. He's pretty much an alien. He would fit right in. And the power should come back on now. It's a really cool sign for like a Chinese restaurant. Yeah, man, they managed to recreate some of the scenes in that. I saw a video comparing like the trailer scenes, and it's so similar.
Just found out what Kessler wanted with Sasha. He's milking her like a damn cow, turning her mind control tar into a gas-based toxin. 41 seconds.
Those two psychos were made for each other.
Yeah, they're freaks, believe me, I know. But if Kessler succeeds in spraying the city with his toxin, he could take control of every person still here. And send them after you. 18 seconds.
Story of my life.
I think he's gonna try and deliver it via balloons. Head over to the old Blue Canyon building.
Do we finally have... We still don't have the side missions over here. I think I'm just gonna go back over to that island and check. Because they really should be there by now. You missed our discussion about the Disasterized and The Room, aka the funniest movie ever made. Oh, hi, Mark. It's so good. I really want to see Disasterized. I imagine it's just a hilariously good movie, like showing the creation of this arguably one of the worst films ever made. That's just got this huge cult following.
Looks
That's
like
right. Okay, I know where that is. It's right above the hole in the ground. I guess it's this building, maybe? It might be even like up on one of these buildings. Because like if we look, it's on a building with... It's got to be up there, hasn't it? It has to be. I did not hit her. I did not. Tommy Wiseau. My Tommy Wiseau accent is awful. Like, I'm not even close to being a good impressionist. But another streamer I watch called Vinesource is eerily good at it. Like, he's got it down to a T, and sometimes he just breaks out into Tommy Wiseau. Like he'll start by saying a quote and then continue to just talk like him, and it's really weird. But that scene where he says that and he throws the bottle down is such a silly scene because he's just like, I did not, and he like it just seems so weird. He doesn't seem angry at all. So it's above a light, so I think it's this next floor up. Yeah, here we go. So let's head over back to the second island, because really we should have these last two side missions right here and here. And we don't, because like, we've pretty much got all of them on this island. And we can come back here really quickly. We're just going to ride the rail, go across this bridge, head down here and see if this doesn't trigger. If not, we'll come back and we'll do... we might grab supply run and then go up. Maybe we should do supply run now. It's in an interesting place that makes me think it could be connected to another place. Same with this one. Okay, let's go do supply run. And then we'll head over here. And away we go. Good, we have power back now. And it is charges us, by the way, which is a really cool ability as well. Just being able to charge off wires. Hi. Oh, you're missing an eye.
Up another bus, and we need you to escort it to the hospital.
Follow the EMT to the bus. Oh, this is the one where I've got to stand on top of it, isn't it? With my newfound ionic storm. This should go well. Wait, where is it going? Why is it gonna... Where's the hospital in this area? Isn't it back over here? Oh, this might be a long ride. I'm gonna get comfy. I can't crouch and hide, okay. Oh, I've already damaged the bus. It's probably my fault for using that ability this close. Yeah, every time I use it, it seems to do damage to the bus. Which is great. Well, I'm just going to blow up the bus by using that ability, it would seem. There's no coming back from this now. These guys are all over this bus, though. Like, how else am I meant to do anything? Am I meant to jump off, maybe? And do it? Oh, good. Conduit's coming. Hi, Conduit. Bye, Conduit. Still alive? Bye. We're gonna blow up the bus any second now. I'm being peppered from every direction. And there's a conduit, of course there is. And there's another conduit, because of course there is. This bus has been on warning for ages. How much extra health has it got hidden within it? Are we here? Is this the hospital? Stop shooting the bus, I think we're here. God damn it. We were right there, I think. And we have to start all the way from the beginning. Actually, this is the beginning. It's a little ways through. Ow. You fall on the ground. Nope, you're not getting back up. Oh, yeah, conduits, I forgot. Oh. Oh, this is a very quiet ride. We done? Oh, there's someone waving. Waving means I have to kill them, right? Right? I'll wait. I'll kill them after it says I finished it. Yes. See, I wonder if there's another supply run sort of thing on the other island. Or something similar. I said I'd do it. Alright, we're all the way over here. We're gonna go here. All the way here. And have a look to see if we can finish off that second island. Because that's pretty much what I wanted to do today story-wise. But I also wanted to finish the second island, and we haven't managed to do that. And we're going to keep going this way. And we're hitting this road up here. And this way. I don't know why there isn't side mission markers for these two areas on the map. I imagine it will have something to do with being hidden locations or some sort of supply run thing. It's just not appearing on the map. But the only way we can find out if that's true or not is by going there and figuring it out. Yeah, follow this around. Oh! Yep, that was close. So it's over this way somewhere. Oh well, this is where there's meant to be a side mission that isn't appearing. You want to drop like me a mission? Nope. Okay. I was hoping that maybe one of these people would have like a mission that they would drop when I killed them. Anyone want to jump out of here? Any of these? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just not sure where this last mission's meant to be. It's meant to be somewhere here, look. But I don't see it. I just hope it's not like from somewhere else on the island it just hasn't triggered. I'll climb this and we'll have a look. Because it's a relaxing Friday night stream as I climb cranes. Oh, he dropped it! Yes.
Now I know where to look.
2 cranes. Top of some containers. So is it like... I don't know where, if it's... Yeah, it must be further down. It's not... I thought it was going to be one of these, but it's not. I think it's one of these further away ones. And if I'd put my money on it, I'm going to say it's on top of that building right there. We just can't see it right now. Because I definitely don't see it there, so I think it's all the way over there. I hope it is anyway. I see it! Yeah, I was right. So after this, I guess we'll have to do another hidden package at that very top area. And then we'll have completed the second island completely. And we'll be well on our way to completing the final island too. What I think I'll do is I'll do these last couple of side missions here. And then next time we'll try to finish off the game and the third island all in one stream. And that will be on Tuesday. So we could be starting inFamous 2 as early as Thursday. But we're going to be starting the second PS3 Ratchet & Clank game on Wednesday. Because the finale of that game is going to be tomorrow. Because I didn't realize that we're already near the end of that game. I could have finished it last stream, really. So close to the end. How much hours sleep did you have? You said you're tired. How many hours sleep did you have? I had about 4, so I'm running on fumes. And then we're gonna go up here and see if we can get another enemy to drop. Another hidden package. 10 PM until 5 AM. So you had, well, that's like 7 hours, right? Way more than me. But I suppose you've done work and such. You've been busy. I've just been dealing with stuff. And creating things and playing games. So my day has been a lot more relaxing. I'm just tired. But, you know. And let's ride this up. That's what I've been dealing with. No real update. I'll message you on Facebook later about it, but no crazy update about it. It's just it's now at the point where things have to progress. Been a lot of phone calls and stuff like that today, which is why I had to get up so early and why I've stayed awake. Can you imagine if Facebook never took off? Or if Mark Zuckerberg never made it or whatever? Like, can you imagine if we were still using MySpace? So that sentence would have been, I'll message you on MySpace later. God, that makes me feel weird saying that. Ugh. Ugh. What a weird, weird thing to think about. Why do you think Twitter wouldn't exist if Facebook didn't exist? I think they like developed independently of each other. I don't think there was any influence. I think Twitter was made not long after Facebook started circulating universities in America, didn't it? I need to know. I need to research the history of YouTube, and YouTube came out at the same time as MySpace, didn't it? Right, we're pausing. We're doing some research. Twitter. Wikipedia page. I'm probably very wrong. I don't actually know a lot about the history of social networks. Okay. Twitter was launched in March 2006. So definitely way after Facebook. Well, that's a good chunk of time after Facebook. It's another, what's 2 years after Facebook, right? But I don't know when Facebook went like viral in terms of it went further than just like Harvard and places like that, because it started in those colleges, and I don't know when it kind of expanded that. Didn't it go worldwide like the next year, like 2005? So Twitter started the year after that. So I don't necessarily think Twitter was influenced on that, because Twitter's original goal was to be like short form news blasts, basically, and it was based around like SMS and mobile devices and such. That's how it originally started, anyway. YouTube, my YouTube account is super old, so it's like I'm looking at this. So 2005, I think my YouTube account is as old as 2006. So, and YouTube started the same year Facebook went worldwide. And I still remember the times before YouTube, because I remember having to like find places to host videos. When I used to make, this is how long I've been making videos for. I was making videos before you could upload to YouTube properly. And I remember a long time ago, YouTube videos couldn't be any longer than 10 minutes unless you were partnered. You're going to mention Bieber. Let's talk about Bieber. Let's talk about Bieber. So Bieber started off as a very easy to access social network for kids. I went on it really late.
You've been very helpful.
But it was very much aimed at teenagers, more so than MySpace was. MySpace was aimed at teenagers, but had a lot of other focuses too. While Bieber was, I dare describe it like this, but I'm going to. It was mostly used by chavs to begin with. For some reason, all of the people I knew who had Bieber were chavs. And then other people started going onto it and like linking up and things like that, and I got links to it, and I was like, oh, fine, everyone else is on this damn thing, so I'll go on it. And I feel like people used it for like 2 months. Not everyone in Hull is a chav. Like, me and my friends were like emos and goths, so not everyone. But yes, the large majority of people, let's say they are. And then Bieber got bought, and I can't remember by who. We're just gonna now talk about social media for the next 5 minutes. Bieber has a really interesting background. So Bieber then got bought by, where is it? Who bought them? No, I don't want to know about who owns them now. History. The website at its height of popularity overtook MySpace to become the most widely used social network website in the United Kingdom, eventually registering at least 10.7 million unique users. Holy crap. Bieber had more users in the UK than MySpace. And then AOL bought the website in 2008 for $850 million, and then they sold it to Criterion Capital Partners. And then I don't know who they're with now. They might be independent now. But what's weird is, so they went from... This is where the story I wanted to tell with Bebo. Now I'm finally getting around to telling it. So Bebo, this social networking site, went from being just that, a social networking site that developed and then slowly faded away into obscurity. But now, this is so bizarre, now they're like a streaming platform, and I don't mean a streaming platform in the way of Twitch or YouTube. I mean a streaming platform as in the thing you can use to stream your games. So I use OBS. Some people use XSplit. You can use that to move your screen around, do stuff like if I click on this button while I'm being beat up. Look, I can drag my screen around. Now you can only see over here. Now I can go over here. I can press this button and center it back to the middle again. Hey, civic leader. That means we completed this island. Thanks, trophy. You know, it's a software that lets you take the captured window or the capture card into another program and record and stream and stuff like that. Bebo, as in the social networking site from 2000 and whatever, is now one of these studio/streaming platforms/things that you can use to stream with. How bizarre is that? I can't quite fathom how we've got this world where it's XSplit, OBS, and Bebo. And it's amazing looking. Like, I'm not even gonna, like, we're done with the stream. Anyone who was here or is watching the archive for inFamous, you can tune out now. I'm now gonna talk about Bebo for 5 minutes. Because it's such a bizarre thing. Let me get my keyboard. It's a really bizarre thing. I'm gonna share the website and we're gonna talk about it. Because I think it's worth talking about because it's actually really good. And what they've developed is a really good bit of tech. And I really want to use it and mess around with it. Because, like, people swear about it and say it's really good. Like, Lauren Radders, she uses, or she at least knows the people who make it and stuff. Right, I have to use, annoyingly, I have to use Firefox because for some reason Chrome doesn't capture. Window capture Firefox. Here's Firefox. Here we go. I use this for the dice rolls when I was playing KOTOR. Yeah, listen, because this will be not interesting. So, okay, Bebo. So obviously you can type in Bebo, you get all the stuff. It talks about everything, how it started. But look, Bebo, all-in-one streaming. So this is what Bebo is now. This is, and weirdly, some of the same people who made Bebo social media back then, that website, now are still making this. It's the same company. I think it's incredible. They also use the font I really like. But like they literally call out here. Look, they call out. This is OBS right here. This is the one I use. This is Nightbot they're talking about up here. This is Twitch. They're saying this is cluttered. I stream very similarly to this. And then this is their system. This whole the one on the right where it's all like, you know, showing Overwatch, and it's this really nice, clean system. I'm surprised. They literally call out all these other services. I've never used GameStream before. I think that's what GS is. But XSplit and OBS. And I probably won't switch, but I might do some tests with it, because supposedly it uses way less like CPU and stuff. So I might be able to use it to stream 60. I'm not sure. I need to do some tests before February, because I want to stream the new Shadow of the Colossus remake at 60. But we'll see. I may have to put a capture card in the streaming machine to actually stream at 60. I'm not sure. And it says it's got like built-in like donation systems. It's got like a proper look. It's a really interesting thing, and it's just crazy to me. These are Bebo. These are the people that made that social media website all those years ago. I want to... Is there an about page? That's what I was looking for. There isn't an about page, is there? Old photos. What is old photos? What is this? But yeah, if you go and read this page, which has got all the information about it on it, and this is where it says the relaunch right here. In April of 2014, Bieber founder, the original founder, took Bieber in a tongue-in-cheek video to relaunch the slogan, tried relaunching it, and actually relaunched it in 2015 as a messenger app. And then that got cancelled and closed and shut down. And then in July of 2017, very recently, they really relaunched themselves as this multi-Twitch feature. What do you mean, oh, no way you're going to stream Shadow of the Colossus? Yeah, I'm going to stream it again, but it's the remake. That's why I streamed the PS2 version, so I have the PS2 version to compare to this new one. Anyway, that's enough about Bieber and my Firefox window. I never use Firefox. It's crazy. Thank you all so much for watching. I will be back tomorrow with the finale of Ratchet & Clank Future Tools of Destruction. The finale. The final end fin. Yep. And with that, thank you all for watching, and goodbye.